What's going on, guys? It's Dave Kim for Grand Rapids Rock Alternative 97.9, GRD, and WGRD.com. Tonight, Avalanche tour at the Deltaplex Arena. We have a ton of bands. Stone Sour, we have Theory of a Dead Man, Hailstorm, Art of Dying, and we have Skillet. Got John Cooper right here. What's up, man?
What's up?
You got this playoff beard going on. Like, you've been going on. How long has this tour been going on? A month now?
Well, I have a playoff beard? I don't know what that is.
Oh, you don't know that term?
No.
Do you not watch hockey?
No, I don't. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Basically, it's I don't see no other sport really does it. Hockey players, when they're in the playoffs, they don't shave.
Oh, got it. No, I got it. All right, got it. I didn't know. I knew that. That was a joke. It was all a joke. I love hockey.
Yes, go Red Wings. Yeah, cup and all that stuff. So, Skillet, you guys have been just blowing up the last couple years, and you've toured with so many different bands. Obviously, Avalanche tour, but you've toured with like Papa Roach, My Darkest Days, Toby Mac, a very diverse. Do people still get surprised that one of the major genres that Skillet's under is Christian rock?
Yeah, I think so, and I think the term is eclectic. No, I'm just kidding.
You're already telling me what to do now.
I'm trying to be funny. It's not working. But yeah, we've toured with everybody. I feel like awesome bands, and I don't remember what the question was. We toured with a lot of bands. Oh yeah. Sorry. Some people come into shows. Like on this tour, I ask every night, how many people have never seen us? This is what's great about Skillet is that we're getting to so many different audiences, and we're seeing 80% of the people never have actually seen us live, but they know the songs, you know. So we're getting to new people and seeing new faces. And that's that's the great thing about it. So Skillet is weird. You know, one night we played with Godsmack, and the next night we played with a Christian act called Mercy Me, which is like, would be something like, who's that guy that sings, like Edwin McCain? Oh. It'd be some, Christian event thing, you know, everybody, including myself, I'm like, where am I? Beer one night, Bibles the next night. You just never know what you're going to get. But it's a good thing. You know, I love playing Christian music because I grew up listening to it. My parents wouldn't let me listen to rock. Anything with drums in it. And when they first heard of Christian music, they were like, it's satanic, you know. They're Satanists singing Jesus lyrics.
People burn.
They made us burn the vinyl, literally burn the vinyls and the cassettes. So anyway, that's how I grew up. So yeah, I just always appreciated hard rock. I mean, when I was in 6th grade, all my buddies were listening to Metallica, and that's the first time I heard metal, you know, and I got really into metal. And I just like playing music that all age groups can listen to, you know, and that's why I like what we do. I love being on this kind of tour, on a rock tour, and then I love doing some Christian events where maybe young kids don't get a chance, their parents don't want them seeing certain bands play, and then they get a chance to do something cool. I like that. Hopefully cool.
Right. Now, I can just picture like your parents asking you, My Darkest Days, what are they singing? Oh, they sing, you know, porn star dancing.
Yeah, that would not have gone over very well. I'll tell you that right now. Yeah, I was a big Metallica fan when I got into that, but I knew my parents wouldn't let me listen to it. No way they're going to let me. So I started singing in my first rock band. I was 15, and we were, you know, playing covers and stuff, and my friends would have to write down the lyrics for me. You know, they're like, you know, Panama, Panama, and they'd write it down, you know, and I'd have to sing it, you know, because I was the singer in the rock band. I didn't really know many of the songs. So
I mean, you're already doing karaoke. As an Asian, I can appreciate that.
Yes, you can. So anyway, that was my start into rock music. Pretty funny.
Nice. Now, the last couple albums, obviously Awake, your most recent album, and Comatose, they both went gold. So the next record, is there more pressure than usual to make something that will match the success, if not exceed, the two albums?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, actually, you know, you as forementioned. You see how I use these big words? Nice. Yeah, you like that, kids?
English major.
Anyway, as foreskin, forementioned, I did. I knew I'd make a funny joke before the day was over.
A rim shot.
I don't know why. Anyway, it's early, but yeah.
3 p.m. is early.
Yeah. When our record Comatose did so good that there was a lot of pressure for Awake when we were making it. But I knew, Comatose did really well, but still underground. Skillet plays a lot. In fact, Billboard, reported Skillet as the 5th hardest working band of 2010, wow, according to our show schedule and miles. They have some kind of thing they add up in their, calculators. Anyway, that was an asthma.
Yeah.
Thank
I got
you.
it.
Yeah, and so we've been touring our butts off, and so I knew if we made a record to where we got some radio love, that it would be like the last piece of the puzzle. I think that's why Awake has done so much better than even Comatose did. So now, yes, there's a lot of pressure. I'm a little stressed out.
You can see the playoff beard.
Yeah.
You can tell.
This is my playoff writing beard. I'm not shaving till we record the record, and everybody loves it.
Nice. Now, your longtime guitarist, Ben, he recently departed from the band, but he actually had to stay for a little bit longer than usual, and then you had your new guitarist, Seth. How was the transition? Because you were still on the road, right? It's not like you had some downtime where you could practice the songs.
That's right. You have all your info really good, by the way.
Google's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, you never know what it's going to say on it. You murdered your longtime guitarist, Ben. No, Ben got off the road. And we had a couple months to train somebody, and finding a new player is really difficult. There's lots of good guitar players, but there's not necessarily a lot of guitar players that suit your band or your personality. You don't really know someone. They say you never know someone until you live with them. So we had a guy come in. He played for the first 7 shows of this tour. And he did a great job, but it just wasn't a great fit. So I called Ben. I said, dude, what are you doing this week?
So you're going to go out to the bar or something.
Yeah.
I kind of need you
back. What are you doing this week? He's like, well, what do you need me? I'm like, well, can you get on a plane tomorrow morning? He's like, oh, man. So he's at 6 a.m. His flight's in. He did another 8 or 9 shows with us while we got somebody else, which is Seth, our current guitar player. And we trained him. We only had 2 days to train him. And we're not sound checking on this tour, so we just had to throw him in there, throw him in the fire, man. So he played his first show in front of, like 5,000 people or something. He was scared to death. I was scared to death too. But anyway, we made it fine. It's going very well. I think it's a good fit, and he's going to be staying with us for at least the summer and see how it goes.
I'm sure a lot of soda was consumed on that night.
Oh man, I was putting on the pounds, man.
Empty calories, give me more.
I'm stressed. Buffalo wings will make it all better.
Now, you and your wife, Corey, who's in the band as well, you have 2 young children. You're not the traditional parents. Do you bring them on the road?
Yes, we do. They're here. They're doing school right now in the dressing room. They better be doing school. It's school, and then we play lightsabers. My son's into Star Wars, so it's either Lego Batman or lightsabers or school.
I hope you didn't show them the 3 movies in the 2000s.
Yeah, you know what? I'm a good parent. So no, we started with the originals. Okay. Yeah, we started there, but then he started playing the Lego games.
Yeah.
And they have all the episode 1 through 3.
Right.
So then we have to watch them. So I feel a little bit like a bad parent, but I did show him the originals first, which I think puts me head and shoulders above most dads.
I mean, as long as you don't dress them up as Jar Jar Binks for Halloween, that's not considered abuse.
Exactly. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. No, we're Darth Vaderin. We're not Anakin. We're Darth Vaderin. But anyway, I'm like this. I like this. Yes. Okay. But anyway, so they're here on the road. It's a crazy life, man. It's wonderful. I'm lucky. I get to have my wife plays guitar and keyboards in the band. Kids on the road, all the bands are all jealous, they want, but it is hard work. Being on the road is hard anyway. Getting a schedule and, like, for instance, today the bus broke down, so we had to take all of our stuff into the dressing room. The bus goes away for the whole day, and then you have to just a whole new way of thinking. Everything you need for the next week is now in your dressing room.
You know what? You just take a chalk, draw Foursquare on the middle of the dressing room, and just get a ball, and there you go.
There you go. We do play Foursquare on the road.
See, I'm surprised. Not a lot of people know what Foursquare is. I think I'm talking about that stupid Twitter, Facebook checking in crap, but I'm talking about old school in the schoolyard cherry bomb.
I thought you said that because you knew of the Foursquare thing we did.
Oh, no, I don't.
See, I thought you were Googling it.
Oh.
Well, let me fill you in. Here's how it goes.
Drop some signs on me.
Here we go. We have a girl drummer as well. Jen, yep. And so Jen and Corey, my wife Corey, and my daughter Alex love to play Foursquare. So early on this tour, we were outside in Florida, and the weather was nice, so they drew a Foursquare, and they went out and played, and then all the bands came out.
Really?
You got Corey Taylor from Stone Sour playing Foursquare, and it became this really big rival. I think that Corey Taylor, tweeted something like, Foursquare is the drug of choice for the Avalanche tour. Everybody's out there trying to beat all the other bands, stressing out and sweating. So it kind of became a big thing, actually.
You got a Foursquare tournament.
Come on, man.
We missed a promotion here. Oh, I am so upset.
This is ridiculous. If you could put a little more thought into next time Skillet comes, I'd appreciate it.
I mean, you guys headlined this place a year and a half ago, so I'm sure everyone's...
Cool, huh?
Yeah. Now, Corey helps you with the songwriting process, right?
Yes.
Now,
My wife, Corey.
Yes. Now, are there ever moments where, when you two are writing a song, you kind of come to a disagreement of how the theme of the song should be, or the lyrics, and maybe someone ends up in the doghouse?
Yeah, like me saying, get back into your place.
Oh.
Something like that. What's up? She's not here.
Ouch.
No, she's not here. We're good.
Yeah.
No, I mean, we work really good together. She's a fantastic musician, and sometimes we write together, but a lot of times we don't. We didn't a whole lot on the last record. We did co-write "Hero," and she helps do a lot of my arrangements. She's really good at arranging strings, and she does all the keyboard programming. She's wicked. So we work great together. We never fight about any of that stuff. If in the end she's not happy or I'm not happy, we just think about it, and she's really comfortable. But Corey also is an extreme introvert, and I'm very extroverted, So
really? I wouldn't.
You wouldn't know that,
no,
would
not
you?
At all.
Foreskin.
You didn't know your playoff.
No, you never know, man. So she doesn't mind. She's like, oh, if you don't like it, no big deal. She doesn't like to be in the limelight,
Right. Speaking of the limelight, so your songs, especially off Awake, have been in WWE, NBA, NHL, a lot of mainstream outlets. Are a lot of old school fans resenting that? Because you know how fans can be possessive.
Oh, right. Like, this was my band, but they've sold out because now they're in a tour bus. They suck. I don't know where I got that from, but I just said it. Yeah, I mean, I will say honestly, I don't get very much of that. I mean, I do get. I mean, let's just talk about it. You brought it up. Let's talk about it.
Out. I'm here for you.
This is just therapeutic.
Yes.
With Christian music, with Christians in general. I mean, obviously, I am a Christian. I'm all about it. I love it. But we, as a people, are not the most forgiving people on planet Earth. We're not the most gracious people. We're pretty bad. And I'm not trying to be cynical, but that's just the way it is. We don't like people to disagree with us. So there are some old school Skillet fans that are, you guys shouldn't be playing with a band like Stone Sour. They cuss in their songs, or they do this, or you shouldn't be on WWE because they're
crap out of each other in a fake way.
In a fake, yeah, or it's demeaning to women, or that you get some of that stuff, but it's a very small percentage. And the reason I think is because I do think, thank God, that I think that Christians are finally waking up to the fact that we are living in a real world with all kinds of different people who believe all kinds of different things, and we all have to share planet Earth together.
Right. I mean, it's about acceptance.
Period. It's really? And
that's some heavy stuff, man. I'm blown away.
It is. Oh my gosh. Take a break. So I think that we're finally getting to a place where people are like, okay, you know what, it's all right, just because it's something that may, whatever. That is the only kind of hate stuff, not hate, but, haters that we might get. Every once in a while, not very often, we get somebody from the other side saying, I'm not coming to hear this Christian band play with Stone Sour shouldn't be touring with a band like that. And luckily, all the bands we tour with are gracious. If Stone Sour, Papa Roach we tour with, if they hear something like that, they don't really care. They're like, hey, get over it.
Like, what do I expect? You're supposed to tour with Amy Grant all the time or something?
Yeah. What I mean is people that don't want Stone Sour touring with us because, they're going to get on stage and piss everybody off. So those are the only things we get. For the most part, I think our fans are very loyal and very excited about the success that we're getting. And most of our fans believe in the message of Skillet and like the idea that it's getting bigger. So to all of our fans that are awesome, we love you. You're awesome.
See, look at that.
Even the haters, we love you too. Just
mean,
not as much.
Even if you're hating, they still know you.
That's
I mean,
right.
So they don't hate random people.
Say my name, say my name.
Now he's getting a little Destiny's Child up in here. Finally, Skillet has evolved.
Finally,
No.
somebody's singing Destiny's Child up here.
Finally got some Beyonce. You see, you messed up my train of thought now. Now I know what I'm going to ask. Now, Skillet been evolving since like your first record back in what, like '96?
Yeah.
It went from like kind of like a post-grunge sound to more of electronica to with Awake, maybe like a hybrid of the two somewhat. Are we due for another metamorphosis, or do you want to continue the momentum of Awake?
Yeah. Another paradigm shift. I do think you're right. I do think our last two records have kind of combined a lot of our previous sounds. And I think that's finally, we finally got a niche, I think, that sounds like Skillet. So I don't want to go too far away from that, but we are definitely going to try some new things. I've been writing for the next project, and I heard a quote yesterday that I loved. I want to tell you, but I got to remember it. I think it said, "Consistency is the hobgoblin of small minds."
Wow.
How about that?
Who told you that?
I read it in a book.
Okay, nice.
But in the book, it was a quote from somebody else, and I can't remember, but it was pretty awesome. And I thought, you know what? That's right. I don't want to keep doing the same. You want people to be surprised, but don't go so far away that everybody's like, oh, they ruined it. They should have, remade Hybrid Theory again.
Right. Gotcha. Well, thank you so much, man. Tonight, Skillet takes the stage. We will put this up on WGRD.com, and hopefully we will hear a new record sometime soon.
Yeah, we will.